Good morning, everyone. I'm back with hopefully the completion of this part of my project, my beautiful tree of life in a heart. It's a fall tree of life, obviously, and I went ahead and did some more on it because I'm still just following the same pattern, and I'll hopefully be able to finish this up with you so we can move on to the second part, which is this hoop right here, the little heart. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. I've got a few things rolling around in my mind. And oops, I'm going to start dropping stuff already. Now that actually slid. That's the cover to the beads. So I've been putting 7 4mm bicones on each wire. It seems like I'm running low on red. Well, I have more, they're just not all in here. I didn't add any more wire or anything like that, only the one that I came back on part 2 if you skipped over it. I did have to add wire up here, not because it was not long enough, it's because of the shape. I wouldn't have been able to fill it as like I did over here. I had to add wire, but that's okay. So if you're new here, that's how you add wire. You just follow my instructions, and if you don't have enough wire to reach your hoop, or your tree isn't full enough, I'll show you how to fix it. I show everybody how to fix everything. Okay, I'm going to get in here with my needle nose pliers and just put a few bends. What that'll help do right here is show me, so when I pull it, twist it and pull it down a little bit, not only does it add a pretty shape to my tree, it also lets me know how many more leaves and how many twists, well, not how many, but where I need to twist and put a leaf. Had I not done that, I wouldn't know that I needed to fill this spot right there. So we'll do that right now. So if you're new here and you've never made a tree, my suggestion would be to do something really simple. I've been doing this for well over 11 years now, and I have just recently changed my style, or just trying new things. But if you go into the playlist, I suggest the best place to start is either in a bracelet or a 4-inch hoop. And I have I think it's the first tutorial I ever made. It is with amethyst, and it is the most popular tutorial to date with views. It's very, very simple, very basic, and it teaches you everything that you need to know. And that was, like I said, I don't know if it was actually my very, very first tree, but it was really close. So check them out. Also, I will be working on the bonsai tree. I've got all my flowers. I did a short tutorial on the flowers. I've got them all twisted out, and one portion I did twist together, only so I could see what I'm not that creative that can just say, okay, I'm gonna do it like this and twist it like that, and I can't do that. It just kind of comes to me as I go, and I think it came out really pretty. But anyway, that's what I want to work on next, because I have that beautiful thunder egg for my base that came from Oregon. I actually have only made a few bonsai trees, but I think the one that I'm working on now is the prettiest. So, and the base that I have is phenomenal. And I'm going to have to put a leaf right in there. Not going to worry too much about that. Or actually, I can put one on this one. Funny story. Well, it's not funny, it's sad. But, so my husband has been choking his brains out, literally, for a long time now. And he went to see the allergist yesterday. And, well, if you know what they do, they stick you with all kinds of stuff to see if you have allergies. And he had, I don't know how many, but up and down the inner arm of both of his arms. And he come back, which they also think that he may have a COPD like I do. They put him on a medication for that. But anyway, funny thing is, guess what? Came back positive. He got a welt and a half. He's allergic to cats. Now, Miss Abby has been with us forever. Like literally for a very, very long time. So little Mr. Finn, who's been here now for 3 years, who I am deathly allergic to, and I still kiss him all over the face. But he's allergic to Finn. We're all of us are. I don't know, something about ginger cats. He's a bundle of trouble, but so loved. So when my husband told me, he came in with the results, a printout, and it said cats. I said, oh no, where are you going to go? So he didn't think that was funny. But anyway, so we have to just deal with it, you know? So let's see. I have to put a few more twists in. I am dying to get to the last wire because I have a little dangle that I don't know where I put it. There it is. I don't want to forget it. And I have to keep pulling this up because for some reason, I don't know, this is the third part of my project and it came out not in full, not in full, the format wasn't full. And I know it's the way I put my camera, my phone into the, I don't know, it has to do with the way that I adjusted it. It's like sometimes it comes out perfect, I have it just right, and then all I have to do is move it in the slightest, and then it comes out so that it's not in the full format, and I don't like it. But, so I did some magic with it. Hopefully, I'll know after I finish this. And I tested it, and it came a little, you know, like a sound check, but a visual, and it came out in full format. So when you take the phone, it takes up the whole screen, not just a little tiny piece. And then I recorded part 2 of this project, and it didn't come out full. I was like, damn. So I did it again, I checked it again, and I tested it 3 or 4 times, and it just kept coming back full format. So I guess I got the angle of the, it's a stand for, you can use it for a phone, but I use it for my tablet. I got it on Amazon. If anyone's interested, let me know. I may have even linked it in the Amazon playlist links. That's where I put everything. But anyway, so I have glued it, I have taped it, I have adjusted it, and now if it is not in full format, oh well, I lose, because that thing is not moving. That ain't go nowhere, I promise. So if this one comes out good, hopefully they'll all be good. I wanted to finish yesterday, just a little bit, but honestly guys, my stomach has just been not my friend lately. So anyway, I ended up really sick last night, but I feel better today. Didn't have to go to the hospital or anything like that. These are gonna fall. I'm working, if you haven't been here too long, I've changed the tray that I'm working out of. It's very shallow. And the top, I'm gonna do, I keep saying it and I don't. I'm gonna start my next project off by bringing you into my workspace and showing you my setup. It's crazy. But then you'll better understand my lack for technology. Glue and duct tape, I'm telling you, works all the time. Hopefully it worked this time. Okay, how long are we in here for? 12, looks like 12 minutes. I really want to get this done fast. So I think I'm going to pause you. I'm going to finish this one here, and the next one and the last one I'll save, because we're going to put a dangle on that, and then we're going to talk about the little hoop and maybe get it started. So I've come to my last wire, and I have a dangle. However, I don't know if it's going to dangle. We're going to have to mess around and bend it to see how we're going to get it to hang, because it really should be on a branch, usually closer. This is kind of low. Maybe I can move those leaves a little bit. We'll try. We'll see what happens. So what I'm going to do first, I'll put a bicone. And then my dangle. I really want this to work with the dangle, because honestly this tree, it's not my favorite. It's not that I dislike it, don't get me wrong, I do like it. It's just not my favorite. Okay, so now I have to put 2 bicones on the other wire. I can pick them up. That's just, oops, just to match this one. That, I'm going to put a twist right there. We have very long wire. This wire will not get wasted. Let's see, will it dangle? It will. Let's see if we can put in a few twists, because I'd like to add a leaf, but I don't think I'll have enough. Let's see if we can pull it back a little bit without messing up the whole project. No, we can't. So let me see if it's going to dangle. It does, kind of, sort of. And I need to pull it back just a little bit. Right there will work. like I said, it's definitely not my favorite, but it's okay. I'll show you in a minute what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. If I do, I will do it with you so you can see. Oh my goodness. There we go. I knew I'd have long wire on this side. That's why I cut them the way I did. And then I still ended up using other wire for the little fill-ins. Now I'm just going to close that down like that. Take a look at it. And does it dangle? Absolutely not. Okay. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just try to get this. I'm just going to lift it a little bit and pull it over. And it's still not going to dangle. So, that's a no-go. So what I'm going to have to do is take it off. And the only way I can do that is by clipping, because I can't get in there and open it any other way. So I'll just take that off. I don't want to break my wire, because then I have to go and replace a branch. I've done enough already. I got just a little piece of my pin stuck on there. I'll worry about that later. Now let me show you what like I said, it's not my favorite. I mean, it could have been done differently, but I've already done it over. This is the second time. Let me just move these. I'm gonna go flying. I'm waiting for the day that I drop the entire thing because it's in a floppy container. That's actually a lid. So, let's see. Alright, so if you look at this, up here is a traffic jam, and then over here is kind of bare. So, what I could do, I could add on, and I would do that just by attaching a wire and twisting it and pretending that it was always meant to be there, and add a few leaves. But I'm not going to do that first, and if I do, I can do it that way, or you can put another wire onto the bottom here, twist out your root, and follow the shape of your tree, and create another little branch, just enough to get some leaves in there. I may or may not do that, I don't know yet. So now, this is the thought, original thought. I was thinking about using my flowers. I think it might be overkill with this color, but these are on all gold wire. I kind of was thinking at first to do a bouquet and then use the bow that I created for breast cancer awareness, because this is a gift and that's kind of like special to me. And then I thought, no, I don't think so. I think that I want to go around my heart. So I just don't know where I would start. Probably right there. I haven't really thought this through. I have thought it through. I have not attempted to try anything with it yet. Clearly. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's see. What I want front and back, I believe so. But this has to be anchored, or else it's just going to slide around. At least for the first one, I think. And the others I can work with them. Could put another leaf there, cover up that white, or I could use one of my flowers. Let's just put in, how are we gonna do this now? I think what I'll do is I'll just put in a twist, and then when I'm done, I'll come back and flatten it out and put just a tiny drop of hot glue so that there's nothing to scratch. That's the only way I can think to do it. Unless I attach it. You know what? I am not going to pause. I have a different idea. And this is how I teach, guys. I just go with what I'm doing and try my best to share. I'm going to just go through here first. I think I'll start here and work my way around by putting it only on the gold. And I think I want it more on the inside. I want to see the shape of this heart. I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to just twist this like that. I don't want to have a million wires on this with a ton of glue, so I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is just wrap that around like that. And I'll clip it on the underside like that. And now I'm going to go on to my next flower. We'll use this. I kind of think the big ones would look better, but I don't think I have enough made. This is all twisted. Oh boy. Let's see. No, not that one. Maybe this one. And now I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to go right over that wire that I just cut. There, now that one's covered. And then we have the second flower. Can fill it in later if I have to. Add a leaf. Slide this down. Like that. Oops, not that. Yeah, this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that a little bit longer. Like that. The other one I went right over it. Like that. Now, how about, I may have to make more. I can put the orange one. No, I can't put orange. I have to do one of these. 2 in a row, I don't like it. We'll use a red one. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we'll use this one. You can tell how unprepared. I was thinking about putting a tree here, actually. But I just think that it would have been way too much. I'm actually going to bring this through so it doesn't slide. And now I'll just wrap it around like that. Is this going to work? I'm thinking maybe not. It's going to take a little bit more patience than what I have right at this moment. Okay, so that is not going to work that way. I'm going to have to go around the flower. I should have done that from the beginning. Now I can come back in here and clip this one way up underneath, and I will put a drop of hot glue underneath that, and it'll be fine, I hope. Now, try another one. I don't think I like it. But I am so over this project right now. Just going to try to fill this sun catcher part in. That's not going to work. This is not my best work. But right now I think it's the best I can do without totally taking my project apart. I definitely do have to come back in and work on those wires. A little bit of hot glue. You can't even see the heart. That's just not going to work. Well, you got to move them. Oops, I'm going to break them. Okay. You know what? I don't even know if I want to finish it. Maybe I just want to take them all out. I don't know. Let's just lay them out and see. Maybe if I space them out a little bit more. Go around it. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to keep going. I'm not going to record the whole thing because right now it's just frustrating me. You know, things sometimes look better in my head than when I actually try to put them together. Like I said, this is a totally different type of a project than I usually make, and it is way outside of my comfort zone. I'm happy in a hoop with a tree of life. That's where I think I do best. I'm just going to keep going on this, and I'll come back and deal with wires later. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work, guys. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Rather than getting all frustrated right now, I'm going to call this as much as I'm going to record, because I think if I don't complete it with flowers, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to come back and do something else. Either a bouquet or I don't know. But I'm going to leave it at that because I never know when to put it down. Right now my hands are saying put it down. So anyway, that's what I have for you. And next is the bonsai. We'll see what happens with this. I won't leave you hanging, I promise. Bye, guys.